Empty sidelines, a postponed season. COVID-19 blindsided Southeastern football players as they were preparing for the 2020 season. The hope of having the old normal dashed.
When it first initially hit, it was a challenge. It was like a punch in the gut. Kind of took the wind out of us.
But for one senior defensive lineman, 2020 wasn't done dealing blows. His hometown, Lake Charles, now a shell of what it used to be after the Category 4 Hurricane Laura brought 9 tornadoes, forced 500,000 people out of their homes, and caused 28 casualties. All in Louisiana held their breath as they watched in horror, but at Southeastern and Hammond, a lineman stood up to the challenge. His name?
My name's Ronald Cherry.
Ronald Cherry III is a defensive lineman and NFL prospect who plays for the Southeastern Lions. He started his journey as a Lion back in 2016 and has made a name for himself among his teammates.
Ron's always been a big energy guy, super passionate. And I think that's something that's one of his biggest strengths is he's just very passionate about everything he does, and especially on the field on game day.
A team goofball, resident freestyle rapper, and one of the team's favorite locker room leaders.
Ron was always the goofy guy, always been a leader just by nature. And I think the first time I really recall seeing Ron was just locker room vibes and just hanging out with the guys. And if there was some joke or somebody laughing, he was always nearby, and probably the guy making it funny.
But this Lion is no stranger to hardship, as his senior season was stripped away by a global pandemic and his hometown was turned into a war zone by a hurricane. But just like every lineman on the field, he keeps pushing forward.
Everything happens for a reason, God's timing. I wish neither events happened, but they did, so I can only react naturally.
Reacting naturally was reaching out to those in need by creating his own foundation, where people could donate things that could help Lake Charles residents, such as food, clothing, and toiletry.
Back in 2005, Hurricane Rita hit. I just remember certain things as a child that I couldn't really retain. Once I seen images, it naturally just became an urge for me to do something and try to help. That's all, just something. It's just to help. I can't do much, I'm not rich. I'm an NCAA athlete, like I said, I can't even take money donations, but it's not about that. It's just about doing what I can, and maybe other people will follow. Just a simple thought of that.
So Ron reached out to a lot of different people in our group messages, like our D-line group, and he was letting people know if you have anything you want to donate that you can. He kind of made it clear what things we needed to donate that were reasonable and helpful, and so I definitely saw him doing a lot on his own. I wasn't sure exactly what it was for, but yeah, he was definitely pretty vocal about getting the word out as far as that kind of thing.
Having nothing and wondering what would happen next was nothing new to Ron.
Point in time where I had nothing. I was homeless, I was impacted by Hurricane Rita as a child, not knowing what to do, scared. And I know it's a lot of people who are like me, scared right now. And I just want to help the best way I can. That's why I'm so passionate. I mean, most good people are just born good people, but sometimes people don't know who they are, and it takes things in life to happen and kind of mold them into the person they are today. I've been through a lot. I'm just happy to be here, happy to help, and happy to be an example to the younger guys.
There was only one thing that the Lake Charles resident and hurricane victim, Lindsay Lopez, had to say after seeing the passion Ron has for his community.
I think the impact that they're making, that they're choosing to make, I think it outreaches beyond even what they will ever see the effects of. So a deep, deep thank you is what I would say.
To me, obviously, there's a lot of people that accomplish way more than me. Hopefully, I can really call myself a superhero one day, but I know for a fact it's little kids, looking up to me and keep doing what I can to keep them inspired.
He may not be Superman and he may not have superpowers, but as someone in Lake Charles, Ronald Cherry III is a superhero. And he proves that not all heroes wear capes. Some wear a football jersey. For the Southeastern Times, I'm Lily Gale.